This news update is brought to you by
This is a 6 p.m. Barbados Today update for Friday, August 22nd, 2014. Nice to have you along. I'm Kmar Jordan. Good evening. Two prominent church leaders have responded to recent harsh criticisms leveled by outspoken cleric Reverend Charles Morris. Reverend Morris has given the church a failing grade for its response to the present hardships and has gone as far as to suggest that more than 60% of churches should be shut down. But Bishop Jerry Seal of the Pentecostal Assemblies of the West Indies said it's simply not true to suggest that the church has not done anything in the face of the recent retrenchments in the public service. In fact, he contends that the church has been doing quite a lot, not only for its members, but for Barbadian society in general.
This is something that you do before God, not for the press or anybody else. So we don't take pictures and all the other stuff. But we have always been there. And I know many of the other evangelical and Pentecostal churches have similar programs to assist members and persons in the community. Part of the reality of the times that we're in is we depend on members to fund these programs. We don't get any subventions from government or anywhere else. It's the members of the congregation who provide the funding for us to be able to run these programs.
Meantime, the chairman of the Barbados Christian Council, Monsignor Vincent Blackett, says his group has also been quite active in providing welfare assistance and responding to societal needs. Just recently, he said the church was in the forefront of responding to concerns about the municipal solid waste tax and even held a meeting with Finance Minister Chris Sinclair on the issue. He also says the church is very concerned about tuition payments at the University of the West Indies and is waiting to hear from Education Minister Ronald Jones on that matter.
One of the things I hope to bring to the Barbados Christian Council is for us to take another look at the whole education problem, because when we see that people are not registering for the university or they cannot continue university, it is a situation that is worrying, and we need to look at that to see how as churches we can respond to that situation.
Meantime, the opposition Barbados Labour Party is charging that the situation at the Sanitation Service Authority has reached an all-time low. Spokesman Wilfred Abrams says it's the result of gross negligence and complete mismanagement. His stinging criticism today comes in response to unsightly pileups across the island as the SSA battles with severe vehicle challenges. Senator Abrams is calling on the minister responsible, that's Dr. Dennis Lowe, to come clean and give a full account of the situation. For one, Wilfred Abrams wants to know where is the new fleet of vehicles that the minister promised would be in rotation 8 months ago when the country was experiencing a similar problem. An update now on a recent murder investigation. Lawmen are reporting significant progress in solving the murder of 20-year-old Romario Yarde of Bayville, St. Michael, who died following a shooting on August 10. Immediately following the incident, Yarde was transported to hospital in a motor car by unknown men. Police now say they have a man in custody assisting with that probe. The challenges facing the international business and financial services sector have not gone unnoticed by the minister responsible, Donville Innes. Innes says sweeping changes are coming to address them. He told officials attending the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Barbados seminar today that several businesses are in line for exemptions under the Income Tax and Insurance Act. Minister Innes says help is also coming in the form of amendments to the existing legislation.
These challenges which impact upon the international business sector require the implementation of adaptive strategies that will enhance the competitiveness in this sector. And my ministry, in association with other stakeholders, will continue to focus on the development of an integrated approach to marketing and promotion at the domestic level, and internationally as well, to refashioning our regulatory framework, to creating a new level of dynamism in the development of policies for this sector, as well as placing renewed emphasis on product formulation and development.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Hi, I'm Red Plastic Bag. Anyone who knows me knows I don't like cold. Sunshine reigns in my country. I love it.
Catch the sun power.
To sport now, the West Indies wrapped up a comprehensive 177-run victory and took an unassailable 2-0 lead in their 3-match ODI series against Bangladesh at the Grenada National Stadium today. Chasing 248 runs for victory, off-spinner Sunil Narine took 3 for 13, while Kemar Roach claimed 3 scalps for 19 runs, as the home side totally dominated the so-called Asian Tigers. But there was no roar from the visitors, with only a whimper coming from Tamim Iqbal with a top score of 37, as Bangladesh were dismissed for a paltry 70. Earlier, opener Chris Gale with a powerful 58, Darren Bravo with a composed 53, and Lyndall Simmons with a cautious 40 saw the Windies to their below-par score. But fewer than 25 overs later, that score had proven more than enough. To regional news now, a decision to fingerprint shoppers in Venezuela is not sitting well with some sections of the society. In a move to combat food shortages and smuggling, President Nicolas Maduro announced a mandatory fingerprinting system in all supermarkets. But the opposition has rejected the policy on the grounds that residents will be treated as thieves. Critics also see the fingerprinting of consumers on staple products as food rationing as a constitutional breach of policy. On to the international scene now. In Egypt, at least 38 people are dead and another 41 injured after 2 tourist buses crashed in the northeastern part of the country today. According to reports, the buses were carrying an estimated 80 passengers, including 4 foreigners, when the incident occurred. Up to late Friday, search and rescue efforts were still continuing to recover the bodies. Let's hope and pray that that search is not in vain. And on that note, we come to an end to this week's updates. We'll be back again at 7 o'clock on Monday morning. Until then, remember to log on to www.barbadostoday.bb, subscribe to our e-paper, or like us on Facebook for the very latest news and sports. You can also catch us on iZoomi Media in bus terminals or via Screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. I'm Kemar Jordan. Go out and have yourselves a fabulous weekend, and be sure to join us first thing on Monday morning.
This news update is brought to you by